We're in Richmond, Texas, where Ashley Long grew up. We sat down with her mother and brother. They say Ashley loved life, lived it to the fullest, never met a stranger, and found her passion in real estate. The mom tells me the heartbreaking moment when she learned her daughter was murdered and how the family is fighting for justice.
We were on our way to Dallas, thinking we're going to the hospital to see her, and get a call maybe 30 minutes in that she didn't make it.
How'd you react hearing that news?
Just was kind of in shock. It was just the longest 4-hour drive, not knowing you're going to get to see your baby.
How did you feel when you heard that the alleged shooter was out on bond?
It's just unbelievable. You expect for somebody that is on video and it's obvious that they're guilty of shooting your loved one, to see that they're back on the street and able to go home and enjoy their family is frustrating. We went through the bond hearing and they showed the video of the shooting, and so we were within feet of the shooter and his family. And we saw zero remorse out of their side. And the question that I would have for him and his family is, how would you feel if this was your loved one that was out minding their own business and, following the law and not doing anything to hurt anybody to get gunned down in the city street? What
would you like to see happen in this case moving forward?
I would like to see a swift trial and justice. See him be put back behind bars where he belongs, and spend the rest of his days there.
Nothing will ever bring her back, but no family should have to go through this.
Now, Ashley's family says they've talked to Texas lawmakers to help push legislation to revoke bond from violent criminals. They hope Ashley's story brings awareness to this issue. They also tell me Ashley's birthday is next week, and she would have turned 29. In Richmond, I'm Jillian Hartman for Fox 26 News.
All right, more news here tonight. The search continues for the remaining 2 escaped inmates from the New Orleans jail facility. Right now, 2 of them are in Walker County custody after being caught in the Huntsville area. Our Sherman DeSalle broke this story last night and has more information from the newsroom.
Everybody move to the right side of the car. Jumbo, back up. Crawl to him.
This is wild, man.
So 2 of the New Orleans jail escape inmates have made it to the Houston area. 2 of them were caught in the Huntsville area, Leo Tate and Jermaine Donald, on Memorial Day. Huntsville, of all places, it's nicknamed Prison City. However, historically, New Orleans and Houston are pretty connected. Huntsville PD's body cams show the chase and the moments leading up to the arrest. And earlier Sunday, Linton Van Buren was caught in Baton Rouge. Since we last covered this, over a dozen people have been arrested, accused of helping the inmates get away.
They put in $1 million bonds on it, and honestly, I've never seen it like that, right? That's something different for me. But they're putting $1 million bonds. That means you're going to sit here until it's that time, right? Is that time for you to get out or go to court, or the inmates are found? And honestly, it seems like it's been working.
Officials in New Orleans continue to receive numerous tips from the public. Justin Brown of Empower You NOLA on Instagram says that the $20,000 reward is definitely coming into play.
The tip's not going to stop because they want that $20,000. And it could be his friends, it could be his family, it could be anybody.
To make matters worse for the facility, the jail has been without running water for days now due to a main break, and that's caused some tension inside the jail with the inmates. But the sheriff says she's committed to making things right. Stay with Fox Local for more on this story. There's something new every day.
On tonight's Breaking Bond, a 40-year-old registered sex offender with 10 felony convictions was free from jail on a low bond for less than a month when police say he kidnapped a woman. Fox 26's Randy Wallace is at the courthouse tonight with the latest in his ongoing series.
Based on his criminal history, it wasn't a question of will Arcade Como get charged with another felony, but when. His latest criminal charge came after being free from jail just 25 days.
Arcade Como has quite a lengthy criminal history.
Como has 10 prior felony convictions, most of them violent. One of them was for aggravated sexual assault of a child.
Almost all of his offenses have been violent in nature. Assault, aggravated assault, attempted capital murder, assault on a family member, sexual assault of a child.
He has to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life.
Being a registered sex offender for life and having a history of committing violent crimes, you would think Arcade Como would be jailed under a 6-figure bond.
They gave him a $1,000 bond.
A magistrate gave him
Yes, $1,000. I'm going, wait a second, you're missing a few zeros.
My name is Sharon Chu, and I will be your Harris County Criminal Law Hearing Officer today. I'm going to set your cash bond at $1,000, sir.
What's he going to take? Is he going to have to go ahead and kill somebody before they actually do a real bond on him?
Now Como was jailed with no bond after being arrested and charged with kidnapping.
Another violent felony. That was 25 days after a magistrate thought it was in the best interest of public safety that he be given a lowball bond and returned back to the community.
This is what you're seeing in Harris County right now. It's got to end.
The governor is expected to sign a bill into law that come September would prohibit magistrates or hearing officers from setting bonds for violent felony charges. Reporting from the courthouse, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
Now to the opioid crisis. The Houston field office for the Drug Enforcement Agency is putting out a very serious and stern warning about synthetic drugs called nitazene. It's leading to seizures and deaths in teens and even adults. Fox 26's Leslie Delaspore spoke with a special agent about these dangers.
Nitazene, a killer synthetic opioid, has been in our area since 2022. The DEA says Houston, Harris County, Montgomery County, Fort Bend County, and Brazoria County have all been impacted. The DEA also adds that this drug is 25% more potent than fentanyl.
In the last year, we've become more and more concerned because a number of seizures have gone up. And between November and February of this year, we had a 57% increase in overdoses from nitazene in Houston. Nitazene is a typical opioid which suppresses your breathing, it suppresses your blood pressure, and that's generally what causes an overdose. Is your body is just so depressed that it can't breathe anymore. We've seen overdoses now. People have died from the use of nitazenes from the age of 17 to 59. So there's really, if you're buying a pill from someone that you don't know, or you're using a pill from somewhere that you don't know where it came from, it could have nitazene in it, and it's extremely dangerous. Its synthesis route is very hard to make. It's very hard to make. You need laboratory experience. We're seeing nitazenes that are made in China. They're purchased online, and then they're smuggled into the United States in parcels. From there, we see local drug manufacturers and drug gangs that are taking nitazenes and fentanyl, and they're pressing it into tablets that look like a prescription drug.
As you heard Agent Kimball say, nitazene can be purchased online on a device like this, and he says sadly that's how many kids are getting their hands on it.
Kids carry a social media, they carry a smartphone. They can reach a drug dealer on social media, someone that's selling these type of drugs, instantaneous. Within minutes, you can tuck your kid into bed. They can get on social media, and they can actually have that substance delivered to their house.
And coming up at 6, the DEA and a mother who lost her son to fentanyl in 2021 share the importance about not buying drugs or medicine from a non-licensed professional. Reporting in Houston, Leslie Delaspore, Fox 26 News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining me. I'm Anthony Antoine. New evidence is being made public in the Jocelyn Nungary case only here tonight on Fox. It's been almost a year since this brutal killing shook the nation. And our Fox 26 Abigail Dye has an exclusive interview tonight with the former district attorney, Kim Ogg, who's sharing a shocking development.
So you're saying this isn't the first time that Pena has been accused of rape?
That's correct.
To just know that this happened to another woman, it hurts my heart. Really, a piece of me shatters a little bit.
June 2024, 12-year-old Jocelyn Nungary's body was found in a bayou on West Rankin Road. 2 undocumented Venezuelan nationals, Johan Jose Martinez Rangel and Franklin Jose Pena Ramos, are charged with capital murder, accused of sexually assaulting, then killing Jocelyn. Kim Ogg was the Harris County District Attorney at the time. Her office gathered the evidence they needed to seek the death penalty in the case. And now she's revealing a key piece that helps secure that option.
What we learned during the course of the investigation was that one of the suspects, Pena, had been involved in a prior sexual assault.
She says a victim from another state was attacked while on vacation.